This is very senior picture. Howdy and welcome to Cape May. I'm Mike, your board gaming every dude.
And I'm Daniel, and my leg is out.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for bearing through that. Why is our leg out? I know. Just go back a couple videos to 10 Cozy Board Games with Daniel in it, and you'll understand what on earth is happening here. We're actually here to review Cape May. So first of all, I'm going to take you to a quick primer. In Cape May, players traverse the city streets as entrepreneurs, developing property while building wealth over 4 seasons in order to earn prestige. The player with the most prestige wins the game. You can build cottages, develop them into Victorian homes, and upgrade them into historic landmarks never to be forgotten. Establish shops and grow them into profitable businesses. Carefully move around the city and make strategic use of activity cards. Complete bonus goals, then take some time to relax and spot that wildlife in the best place for birdwatching in the northeastern United States. Whoever best balances their income, development, movement, and personal goals will go down in history as the most successful developer of Cape May. All right.
Throw my leg away.
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, over and done. So, Daniel, tell us why our legs are on the table, please.
Because we had a competition with one another to see who can win at Cape May, and the loser gets to have a nice hairless patch on their leg.
Absolutely. So that's what the wax is, right
That's
there.
what
That's what the wax is. The winner gets to put their leg down. The loser gets to leave their leg up. We're not going to reveal who the loser is quite yet. First, we're going to talk a little about our gameplay. Now, this is a 2-player game that Daniel and I did. This is so odd. We're going to talk about the 2-player game that Daniel and I did, how we played through. I'm also going to give you a brief overview of my solo plays, and then we will reveal the loser and our final thoughts, and we are going to wax some hair off of somebody.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. All right. So, starting out with the opening game, what were your objectives?
My main goal was to go for both the grass area and the sand together and have a combination of expensive area as well as homes that will inevitably have a large value at the end of the game.
Okay.
And just combine those two together, so I have a good
Were they
blend
like
of both.
Victorians, landmarks?
I was going for at least 2 Victorians and 2 shops to get my objective card.
Okay.
And from there, just trying to space it out evenly, where it gives you a hard time to establish anything anywhere else without spreading yourself thin.
Okay. So my objectives, I don't even remember, but it was gravel and grass. Was it gravel and grass?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was gravel and grass, which was weird because, so I drew the 4 objective cards. All of them had to do with building shops, which is, in this game, shops make you money, Victorians bring you points. So objectives with shops are great, but if it's like all shops, then you're making a lot of money, but it's hard to get points at the end of the game. I'm getting a foot cramp, in case you're wondering why we're now doing assisted stretching. Here we go. So, yay, foot cramp. But anyway, so I picked the only ones that weren't only shops, and it was like have 4 buildings total or something in the gravel and the same thing in the grass. Downside to that scared me with that plan is those are all the lowest point areas as well. They're the cheapest to build, but lowest points. So it was risky. So round 1, we started out and something happened with you. What happened there?
I forgot which way you're supposed to go. I didn't notice the little tiny arrows on the board.
Right.
For some reason.
Yeah.
So
one-way arrows, which I want to give him some credit here. So very good sport. I didn't catch it. I trusted him enough that he knew the rules, but he just didn't notice the arrows there. So he started going the wrong way. And it was like your whole game planned around that?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you had to make some adjustments. My first round was not like, I was worried because I wasn't making a lot of income and I was staying in the gravel and the grass. And usually in this game, you want to get like down to the sand. So this gravel grass thing was making me super nervous, and there was no way to know till like the end of the game whether it was going to pay off going for objectives or should I like scrap them. So mine went according to plan, but it was just kind of risky. But going into like second, third rounds, how did things develop for you?
I realized that my main objective of having both grass and sand was kind of getting impeded on by the fact that you suddenly put a lot of priority in the grass, which I wasn't expecting you to.
Right.
And I was just trying to do some damage control, mitigate between my messed up movements and you doing that to build up some more into the dirt areas, which are still high value, but not necessarily what I actually needed in order to progress.
Okay. Okay. And that's the tricky thing. That's so when you play solo, there are no hidden objectives. It's hard to
Right.
look this way and have some eye-to-eye
Isn't
contact. Yeah, it's great.
Right.
Hey, it is kind of comfortable to have back rest. The birds were important for me.
Right.
Because there are these bird tokens you get for some reason, Cape May. Birds are important, like bird watchers. I don't know. As you move your little person around and you go to a bird space, you get a bird token. It's fun. They're worth points at the end of the game based on like sets of how many unique birds you have. It's worth more points. So it's kind of a gamble because you randomly draw these birds out of a bag. You might just be getting a bunch of duplicates that are next to worthless, or you might be getting something good. First game, they were important for my plan, the practice play. But the second game, they weren't at all. And somehow I got like 9 bird tokens.
Yeah, it was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Because
I
I got in that top left corner where you get 3.
Right. I was.
There we go.
There you go. You comfortable?
I'm a little
Happy?
better. I'm a little better. I got an old back.
Well, that's
I don't have your
unfortunate.
young back.
Well, it's still hurting, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because I knew I needed to get the birds, but somehow my movement never landed on them. So it was just kind of a bomb rush at the very end to use as much movement as I could
Okay.
to specifically get the birds. So I had very little options of what I could do on the last 2 or 3 turns.
That's right. Because on the last turns, I was going to try to get a majority on the dirt, actually, just because of where I ended up landing. And I could see that that was a big risk because I was like, you know what? He could use his last 2 turns to just take it right back from me. I didn't know he had to go for birds because, again, I didn't know. You don't know their objectives. So that's really it's a fun part of the game, actually. It's a fun strategy. So it was stressful. It was stressful. And we'll get to whether it was fun or not. That's a whole different story. But that takes us pretty close to the end. So when we got to the end of the game, how were you feeling about your chances?
I was not very hopeful, just because of the monopoly that you have. Although the buildings themselves aren't worth points in the gravel and the grass, I did know like the majority stakeholders worth a lot more than the majority in the other areas.
Yeah.
And I just didn't have enough buildings in my mind to really keep up and have a strong footing in there.
I was mixed. I didn't feel good when I looked at just the point values. That I knew I had my objectives. I knew I had Victorians and landmarks in the gravel and the dirt, but they're worth like half as many points as down below. So I honestly thought it was anyone's game. We didn't know each other's bird tokens till the end. You had a lot of bird tokens. I had a lot of bird tokens. I was like, I stand a chance. I knew I stood a chance. That was good. I guess now is that painful moment. We're going to go ahead and reveal. We'll do it on your count.
On my count?
On your count, the winner gets to put their leg down. The loser gets to leave their leg up.
All right. On 3, 2, 1, drop.
Makes me happy.
I'm sure it
Makes
does.
me happy. Horrible. So we're gonna do. I've done this to myself when I was like 7 because I was stupid. For like fun because I grew up with 2 sisters, so you do stuff. But anyway, I haven't done this in a long time. I read the directions. I might not do it right, but we both agreed ahead.
I don't like that statement.
Yeah, we're gonna heat it up. But we both agreed that the loser should have to buy the wax. I think that's only fair and just. So Daniel picked this out himself. It was the best brand there. Sally Hansen, extra strength, all body wax, especially good for men, it says.
I have no idea what to expect, other than I know it's going to hurt to some degree. Were you supposed to leave the lid on?
Maybe. Nice little salon experience.
Do I get like a cucumber face mask?
We should. Oh, we got wax on the mask. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is terrible.
Your whole new meaning's a baby face after that.
Terrible. I'm kind of nervous.
I'm glad you're nervous.
Why am I? You tested on you.
Hmm.
What did you enjoy about Cape May?
The fact that there was no risk at the time of playing.
There was no risk.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No immediate risk.
This makes me nervous.
It makes me nervous watching you do this.
I know it. Okay. There was no immediate risk. I don't understand that.
I'm just looking at the wax. This is my immediate risk right now.
Oh, this is your immediate risk.
This is my immediate risk.
I understand. So what did you like about Cape May?
I'm
Pay attention.
trying really hard.
Okay, so we're going to go right here, right here.
I guess what was nice was that no matter how it goes in the beginning.
With the
Yeah,
hair
please
direction.
with the hair.
With
Please
the
with
hair.
the hair.
With the hair. Quickly.
Um,
Quickly. Oh, my goodness.
What
No
was,
more than a 2 square inch area.
What was nice is no matter
I
how
don't know
it's
what I'm
going
doing.
in the beginning, you don't really know how it's going to end up.
I don't know what I'm doing. Keep
Finishing?
talking.
You can do really good in the beginning and lose at the end horribly. You don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. Was there any like strategic planning though?
Um,
Or do you feel like it was a random chance?
I think there's a nice combination of both. So it's not like completely random, but if you
Okay.
are to strategy, there is still a place for it.
Uh-huh. Are you ready for this?
I don't know if I
Are
am.
you ready for this?
I'm just looking at it. And I'm a
Okay.
little nervous.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
I didn't do it right.
that's fantastic.
I didn't take any of it
Ow,
off.
that hurt.
I'm trying to get it off.
That was so
We're
much
gonna-
better than I expected.
We're gonna have to heat it. No, you're gonna be stuck. You're stuck with wax because it's not hot enough. We can't get it off. You've just got a clump of wax. This is why I don't run a salon. What did you? Okay. What did you? We'll get to some credible final thoughts here. Okay, what did you dislike? 1. I'm getting waxed more than you.
Good.
What did you dislike about Cape May? 1, 2.
The bird tokens were they were like a red herring.
Yes.
I mean, they
1,
can be
2,
useful, but
3.
I can't really tell. This is so nice.
Oh, it's just paper. Well, we're gonna have to try a different spot
I'm
and
just
heat it
gonna-
up. Yeah. We're gonna have to heat it up and try again. So while you're here, though, let's finish that. So the bird tokens.
So obviously, it could be very useful, but you can spend a lot of time.
I like the bird tokens. They introduce the gambling part of the game. They're kind of the push your luck, and it's almost like you want to collect enough of them. You don't want to not collect bird tokens. I tried that in solo play. It doesn't go terribly well. You can win without doing it, but it's hard. You want to collect some. It's almost like, though, if you know you're not going to get a certain thing you wanted, you can make up for it by like, okay, maybe this bird token will swing the game. It's kind of like that final dice roll at the end. If you don't like that, you won't like the bird tokens thing. What type of person do you think would enjoy this game?
I think it's a pretty nice casual game. I think most people can find
Yeah.
something they like out of it. Maybe not be their specific cup of tea,
Yeah.
but
Like
just about-
compared to Wingspan?
I find this more interesting than Wingspan.
Why?
Wingspan is just you're not really seeing a whole lot happen. You're just kind of looking at cards and then
Yeah.
winning cards and winning. Where this is,
Yeah.
things are actually developing. You see the board build and grow, and it's a nice, easier way to visualize what's happening.
I enjoy it more than Wingspan too. I love Wingspan. But this, as far as multiplayer, is interactive. So real quick on the solo, same deal. Solo, let's branch into that for just a second. Then we're going to heat this up and try this
My
hot
leg is
mess
cold.
again. Put your leg down so I can bring my arm out instead of holding it behind my back. Do you love our spa setup? This is beautiful. Let's at least put the game back up here so we look somewhat like we are credible. Yay for credibility. With the solo game, so your solo opponent is actually an intelligent AI that runs off of an AI deck, so it does not beat your own score. Your opponent is laying houses, blocking your paths, and gaining points. There are 4 different difficulty levels, all the way from beginner, which is basically like a tutorial. The instruction, the rule book, is super easy to get through. You can read through the rule book, no problem. You don't need a video. If you do need a video, I have a video up, so you're welcome to check that, how to play solo for Cape May, and there's a playthrough as well for the solo play if you need that. With the AI, so they collect points. If you go to the most challenging, I think out of 5 games, I won 1 time. So it is a strong challenge. You can use several different strategies. You do learn that the AI has one main strategy, which I don't think is a negative, because some of the best games like Scythe AI, their AI is meant to favor certain things, and so does this one. But I won't spoil it for you. You can figure that out on your own. We tried this again, so we're going to figure out how to get this wax that dried off. I don't know how to do that.
Quickly before it cools again.
Really, we want the hairiest. All right, what's the question?
What type of person wouldn't enjoy this game?
Yeah, what do you think?
Someone who's on the chopping block for waxing their leg, potentially.
Yes, I think
that is much warmer. That makes me nervous. That makes me really nervous. I don't like this. Describe your strategy. It all went out the window when I accidentally broke the rules, and you were also going for grass.
1, 2, 3. It's better.
It's better. I mean, kind of did something.
It's better.
You got.
I can't get it to work.
You kind of suck at this.
Yeah, I do. I know I do. How are you supposed to do it? Leave it on longer. Oh, we got some hair. We got some hair this time.
Don't show the people my hair.
Lesson 1, Padawan. You never tell the Jedi Master what to do. Watch this. Another successful teachable moment.
I'm going to do the same spot, though. This is the last chance I get. After this, I'm not doing this to you anymore. I'm not that bad. Okay. There we go. Super fast. Oh, dear. I should have used a new strip.
Now you're going to get all wax.
I'm going to get it all.
This is ow.
This is awful.
That hurt.
Yeah. We're not very good at... What other questions? Keep going.
What could you have changed to win? Prioritizing more into the grassland before you got the chance to eliminate your objective and still help mine in the process.
If any of you waxers out there know how to do this, we will take tips.
I don't know if I want to do this again.
Oh, would you want to play this with me again?
Absolutely not, because you're a cheater. When you didn't tell me I was going the wrong way.
Of course I didn't tell you. I trusted you. I trusted you.
Okay.
And I even let you backtrack 5 moves. Four. I let you backtrack 4 moves because they were illegal. If I gave you $100 to buy games, would you use some of that to buy this game for yourself?
I have no idea. I don't know what other things are on the market. I'm new to this whole thing, and apparently they're much more expensive than I realized.
Yeah, they are expensive.
So,
yep. And if you're interested in Cape May, you can get it in. I've got an affiliate link below in the description. You can get it from a local game store. You can order it from Thunderworks Games site. I believe it's around 40 to 60, somewhere in there. It'll be on the screen. You'll see it. 1, 2, 3. That's the best we can do. I got like 10 hairs.
Way too long.
I don't think I did it right, but I hope you enjoyed watching me try.
I'm happy
to wax his leg.
That was ow! Stop! That hurt.
Okay, so the real punishment is actually going to be that he has these 2 piles of wax that he's gonna have to get off.
That's a yes.
And I think you're gonna have to shave your leg to do it.
Oh, that's miserable.
Yeah.
I don't like that idea.
And I'm not doing that. You're doing that. I'm not touching that. This is as far as I go. So there you go. There's some hair and a whole chunk of wax. So yeah, it wouldn't come off, so he has to wash it off, and it's actually worse because now he's scrubbing it off himself. So justice was served. Justice was served. 10 minutes later, still trying to get the wax off. As far as the multiplayer game, of course, I think you already know my opinions on it. I think there's plenty of strategy. There's a little push your luck. If you don't like a little push your luck, if you like 100% strategy control, this isn't the game for you. Thematic, very strong. You are building up the town of Cape May. That's what you feel like when you're doing it, and you get rewarded for actually building up the town. If you don't build it up, you aren't going to win. That takes us to preparing for our next game.
Yes, it does.
The next game that we are going to be playing together is called Token Terrors Battlegrounds. This is a 2-player game, and it's kind of like a chess-style game, but asymmetrical. It comes with a comic book and a storyline and all this stuff, but it also has 6 different solo modes that come separately in their standalone game, so you don't have to buy the base game, but it's all in the same world. So we're going to play the 2-player game together. I'm going to play these solo games solo. We will review both of them. And we both agreed that the loser gets to pick the loser's punishment when we play Token Terrors. So, loser, what have you picked?
What's behind box number 1? Right. Yay!
All right, so he brought a box. So he was like, I'm building something for a friend, and he was like, save the box. And so I've been trying to figure out, I'm like, what, are you going to try to stuff me in the box? I can't fit in that box. Are you going to make me wear like a box
just dump it out.
Shirt on the table?
Yeah.
Okay. And apparently the box has nothing to do with it. It just holds something.
That's a great red herring.
And I have no idea. Is this safe?
Yes.
It's not gonna be. It's not a snake.
It's not a snake.
It's not a snake. I mean, I don't mind snakes. I am concerned. Confetti. It is the. Oh, it's the cow tutu. What is this?
It's a onesie.
It's a onesie. Okay, so the loser has to wear the onesie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love
for
it.
the
Okay.
duration of the entire.
For the duration
video.
of the whole next video.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I think they should have to walk outside too. But I'm fine with the
I
video.
do that too. I'm not worried about that unless you are.
I'm not worried about that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Noted.
All right. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, let us know. I love you all.
Bye.
See you next time.
And be sure to leave a like, especially for Daniel. He was an excellent sport. It was a great game. And Daniel, I am looking forward to totally owning you in the next round again. And the AI. That's right. May the best man win.
I think you were supposed to put it on and rip it off immediately, like it said. Nice little backrest.
It is actually comfortable until somebody wears out.
I'm twisting in a weird way. I'm gonna crap up.
All right, fix it.
There we go.
I'm Mike, your board gaming every dude.
I'm Daniel, and I can't speak. I'm nervous.
Okay. This is very senior picture. Howdy and welcome to Cape May. I'm Mike,
And
your
I'm-
board gaming every dude.
Whoops. I messed that up.
Yeah, you did.
Whoops. You could have a bloopers reel.
Stop twisting.